Okay, this is a tutorial for to build the NATO ARA procedure. Okay, in this case we had just create the runway 5 kilometers and just with a parallel make here a distance from threshold 5 nautic miles. We put here the misapproach turning point, the FAF and the intermediate fix here. This is just a line. Okay, it could be also a waypoint, but in this case with a line is enough because you select the middle. It's just to get the waypoints. Okay, so now go to the NATO draw ARA procedure and we got here this panel. Okay, to draw something here you have to check what do you want to draw. We need to the intermediate segment, in this case the final and the misapproach. You have to check these ones. If you don't check anything of there or here, it doesn't make happen anything. So you have to check, in this case, the intermediate fix. And here the waypoints you can introduce manual and finally click enter to introduce the point, or click here in the IF button and check, go to the workspace and include the waypoint. The final prox fix also is similar. The threshold is here. The MPT in our example is in the same place as the threshold, and the final misapproach point from turning point is here. Okay, if you include altitude and not point, you just check the altitude and put the altitude. Okay, you don't need the point because you just need the altitude. Okay, we create after this example the other, and select the category of your plane, and also include the altitude. For example, in this case, the intermediate segment 5,000, the altitude of the FIF 3,000, for example. The OCA, I don't know, maybe 2,000. The RPA is 170, for example. In this case, is an example. And also we can create an SLF, is an step point of the sense. The distance is from the threshold, so you need to include something. Is the distance from the threshold. You include here the altitude and the distance. If you don't have any SDF, you just don't add anything, and just click draw. Okay, and you can see this is the area of the procedure. It's very easy, but you need to check this way, these checks. If not, it doesn't work. Okay, now similar is the ARA with altitude. Okay, at the misapproach is similar, so just making visible this one. Okay, I'm just going to make in the another point. Okay, at altitude. Okay, and instead of put a point, we put the altitude. Okay, I don't know, maybe 3,000, and just click draw. It's similar, but the areas is a little different, as you can see. Maybe we change the color, we see the difference. No, this color is very processor sample, right? Yes. And the waypoint is blue. You can see the waypoint is here, and with the altitude is here. So they are similar in the after the threshold, but after the threshold is different, and before is the same. The only change is the altitude of the point. So it's very easy. If it doesn't work, it's because you don't check here in these checks. So it's very easy. Just also add it, for example, in another layer SDF. Okay, and we added some SDF from the threshold, for example 2.0, and the altitude is 25,000, and just click drop SDF, drop, and here appears the SDF. Okay, the area is similar, it's the same but with the SDF. To analyze obstacles is very easy. You have to go to NATO ARA evaluation and just click, select the obstacles, if you have obstacles in the workspace, and the terrain, okay, and click finish. The program tells you that you have to select any vertex from here, and it starts to analyze. Okay, so it's very easy. You have problems. I don't know what kind of problem do you have, but it's very easy. Okay, remember, you just introduce the waypoint directly from the workspace, or here, if you know the waypoint, introduce your waypoint with the format usual in Airnavcad in UTM or Geo, DMES, and click enter. Okay, if you don't click enter, anything is going to drop. Okay, and this is everything for the moment. So if you have any doubts, you can contact me. If you don't draw anything, it's because you don't check in these waypoints, in these checks. Okay, so regards, see you.